Hello children, welcome back to your computer class. Last class we got to know about internet. Yes, you got to know about internet. What exactly is internet? Yes, then what are the uses of internet like learning, communication, building networks, e-commerce, business. Then you got to know about the address bar wherein you have a refresh button, stop button, back button and forward button. Then you got to know the window control buttons, that is minimize, maximize and close. Then what are the advantages of internet? Sharing of data, less hardware cost, security. Then disadvantages, fraud, quick spread of information, virus threat and hacking. Fine children. So today let us know more about internet. Let's know more about internet. What it is. So what is internet? Internet is a very large collection of computers which are connected to one another using telephone lines or cable. Okay. So what they tell? Internet is a very large collection of computers which are connected to one another using telephone lines or cables. Can you see the image? So internet, it's very large collection of computers which are connected to one another with the help of cable lines and telephone lines or cables. Why do people use internet? People use internet to search for information on any topic, email, online chatting, buying and selling goods, sending greeting cards and a lot more. Yes, we have learned this in the last class or in the previous class. Fine? Then, okay. So now, we'll be seeing what is a web page, what is a web browser, what is a home page, what do you mean by World Wide Web, what is search engine, and how do you open a web page on a browser. Okay, so we'll be watching or seeing this and learning this. Fine. The first one what we'll be seeing is your web page. The first one what we'll be seeing is your web page. Okay, web page. Web page. Yes. Fine. It is a page on internet which contains the information in the form of text, graphics or sounds. Okay. So what it is, a web page is a web page on the internet. Okay, can you see this children? Web page? Yes, which contains the information in the form of text. Text, can you see the text? Yes. Graphics, if you have videos, okay, which play video, okay, graphics. Sounds, you can hear the music also. Fine. So if you have it. So what is a web page? A web page on internet is which contains the information in the form of text, graphics or the sounds. A web page can be accessed through a web browser on the internet. Okay, these pages form the building blocks of a website. For example, your textbook. Okay, each page is your web page. Okay, each page of your textbook is a web page. This contains information of text, videos, audios. We can just take, you have pictures and you have text in this. Yes? Good. So all these pages put together form a website or your textbook. One more time I'll repeat. See, your textbook, each page is a web page. In your textbook, each page is a web page. All these pages put together is your website. Okay, is put together is a website. You search this website with the help of a browser. I hope everybody got it. So what is a web page? It is a page on the internet which contains the information in the form of text, graphics or sound. A web page can be accessed through a web browser. Okay. These pages form the building blocks of a website. Okay. The next one is web browser. Web browser. Okay. So can you see? Oh my God, there's a lot more you can. Yes. A web browser is a software application that enables the user to access, retrieve and view the information and other resources on the internet. Yes, as soon as you see the image, I think everybody is telling what is what. Yes, you can see Google Chrome, you can see Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Opera, all these things. These are the web browser, okay, which enables the user to access or retrieve and view the information and other resources. Okay, of course you can search the information on Google. Yes, this is what is available. Fine. So what are the different which are available? So you have the Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Safari, Google Chrome, Opera and Mozilla Firefox. Okay, so these are few of the web browsers available. Understood? Can you see this? Good. Then, what is a website? As I said, a website is a collection of interrelated web pages that provide information to user. Okay, that provide information to user. So, I'll just show you now. So this what you are seeing now, Google, what it is showing. Okay, this is a this one is a web browser. Fine, this one is a web browser. Can you see this, children? Google Chrome. So this one is a web browser. Got it? Web browser. Fine. Then what is a website? A website is a collection of interrelated web pages that provide information to the users. Okay, for a commercial organization, it enables its potential customers to learn about the organization, its products or services. Allow the user to place orders electronically, like your Amazon and all. You can place the order there and you can get the information. Now I'll just type our school website. What is a website? Yes. So this is our school website. Okay. This is our school website. Can you see this? So what you are watching, with the help of Google Chrome, that's the web browser, I am searching for a website. What is a website? Those pages form web pages form the building blocks of the website, okay, which have several web pages in it, is a website. Okay, so can you see? We have different reviews. The first page what you see is called the home page. Okay, the first page what you see is called as the home page. Got it? Then these are the different web pages which are available. You can see map, it's where it is located, you can see that. Okay, then this is the back button. Sending your SMS, you can send your name and phone number and email and send. If you have any queries with the school, you can just take a review. Then writing a review. What do you feel about the school? This is another web page. Got it? Then, yes, I'll just check this. So this is the web page. Can you see this, children? This is the web page. Can you see? Hope everybody is able to see this. Yes? Okay, fine. Then, next one. Can you see this, children? Yes. Understood? So this is the home page. Okay? This is the home page. Got it? And you can see our school website. Fine? And these are the different web pages. These are the different web pages. With the help of the Google Chrome, that's the web browser. With that, I have searched for a website and I am seeing different web pages which are available. Understood? Got it? So this is what is called as a web page, web browser and website. Then next one. See, what is a home page? What is a home page? Can anybody tell me what is a home page? The home page is the main or the introductory page of the website. So first page what you open, that's the first page is called as it is the first page which appears when you open a website. Got it? It usually contains the table of contents and links to other pages. Okay? Can you see this? So this is called as a home page, children. The first page of the website is called as the home page. In this page, this helps table of contents. You can select the languages, school portal, finding schools, other schools, blogs and all. Okay. So all the other pages, it helps us to go through the other web pages. Understood? So that's your home page. Did you understand this? Fine. The next one is, we'll go to the next one. World Wide Web. The next one is World Wide Web. Okay? World Wide Web. www. What is this World Wide Web? World Wide Web or simply web is a subset of your internet. Okay? World Wide Web or web is a subset of the internet. It is the subset. It's just a set of the internet. Internet is the main with inter plus networking. Internetworking. This www is just the subset of the internet which contains huge amount of information. This contains huge amount of information. What does this contain? It is the combination of text, graphics, audio, video. Okay? So the same, what you have in your web pages, like it contains, what does your internet contains? It contains the same thing, right? Text, graphics, audio, video and all those things. In the same way, your www or World Wide Web or simply web is a subset of the internet which contains very huge amount of information. This information is combination of text, graphics, audio, video, etc. www allows the user to access the data on the internet. So you can, with the help of www, you can access the data on the internet. Understood? Got it, children? Fine. Then next one, search engine. The next one, search engine. What is this search engine? A search engine is designed to search the information on the World Wide Web. Okay, why is this search engine used? The search engine is designed to search the info on the what is World Wide Web, www, which is the subset of the internet. Some of the popular search engines are Google and Bing. Okay, some of the popular search engines are Google and Bing. Okay, now what we are seeing is Google. Which one we usually use? Popular search engine is your Google. Can you see that? You can type your text, whatever information you want, you can just type in there. Then you can click on Google search. Once you type here, you can just click on Google. Then click here to search. Okay children, you can click here to search. So if you want anything, you can just give. Now as I searched, just click search and that will be available for you. Okay, so that's the use, that is what you call it as search engine. Understood? Yes. Now how do you open a web page on a browser? How do you open a web page on a browser? What you are watching is a web page. Yes, and that's also called as a home page. How do you open this? I'll just show you once again. How? Open the web browser. What it tells? Open the web browser. So I have opened Google. Type in the web address on the address bar of the browser. I'll type in the web address www.sri-mahavir-jain-vidyalaya.com. Enter. Yes. Did you see this? Press the enter key. The web page will get opened up on the screen. Yes. Welcome to Sri Mahavir Jain Vidyalaya. Okay. I'll just click on that. Enter. Did you see now how we are supposed to do it? You'll go to start. Click on your browser, Google Chrome, okay, or search engine. Type the address in the address bar and press the enter key. Understood, children? So this is how you are supposed to open the web page on the web browser. Okay, few of the web browsers are like what we had seen. Web browser image. Yes, can you see this? This is the home page and different photos available, okay? Then I was showing web browser images. Okay? Yes. Where did it go? Okay. Can you see, children, few of the web browsers? The first one is Opera, second one is Google Chrome, third one is Safari, fourth one Mozilla Firefox, fifth you have Internet Explorer, and last but not the least Microsoft Edge. Next, after this, the browser will attempt to load the web page. Yes or no? Yes. There are some possibilities that the page will not load on the browser. Okay? Why it doesn't load? We'll see. First thing is, web page will not be available. Sometimes it happens if the web page is not available, so that won't load. Okay? The page what you are searching for doesn't load. The other one is internet connection is not available. If you don't have an internet connection, of course the web page or the website will not open up. Internet connection is too slow. You would have seen when the videos are playing, just they turn around. That is because the internet connection is very slow. Or otherwise, typed in web address might be wrong. Whatever you type in the address bar, that address may be Wrong. So these are the few 4 steps wherein your web page won't or website won't load. Why? Web page might be temporarily not available, internet connection won't be available, or internet connection would be very slow, and otherwise what we have typed in is wrong. The address what we have typed is very wrong. Then next one, children, you have to follow some online practices for your safety. Okay, for your safety. We'll see that. Best practices for online safety. Best practices for online safety. So what are the best practices? We'll be seeing them. Okay. Use strong password. So can you see this? Second one, you should use very strong password. That means nobody else or somebody else should not copy your password, and it should not be easy for them to get your password. So you are supposed to use very strong password. Then next one is use antivirus software. You are supposed to use antivirus software. Okay. Then make a backup. You should always keep all your files or documents, both hardware and software copy. If you have only soft copy, you should be in a condition to keep it in your secondary memory storage devices also, like your pen drives and all the other things. Okay, CD or DVD, you can also store and keep them. So you should always have a backup. If at all, if you lose some data, you should have saved it and kept it in other place. For example, why we tell you to write in textbook as well as in notes? Because if you lose any of one book, like either your notes or your textbook, one spare will be there so that you can recover it and you can read. You might ask a question, madam, what if I lose both both textbook and notes? It's your fault. Understand? So you should always be careful in keeping not only your data or information with your notes and textbooks also. Please do complete it. Understand? So the next one, scan the email attachments. Okay, whichever email you come, don't just try to open it up. Okay, there might be some cookies also wherein because of those you might get into trouble of the virus attack into your system. So you are always supposed to scan your email attachments and avoid unknown email attachments. Those who know you, if they send, it is good, you can communicate. Otherwise, please don't open all the other email, like you'll be getting, you got a reward of that one, you are being sent to America with this passport, or only so much money, you can get jobs there, jobs here, all those things. So please don't open those unknown email attachments. That means if you don't know that person or where it is coming from or that organization, please don't open that email. Okay, so these are the best practices what you are supposed to do. What is it? Shall we repeat it again? We are supposed to use very strong password. You should use antivirus. You should always make a backup. You should always scan your email attachments and avoid unknown email attachments. Okay. Then, what are the responsibilities of a good online citizen? Okay. What are the responsibilities of a good online citizen? I'll just show you that also. Responsibilities of a good online citizen. Responsibilities of a good online citizens. Okay, you can just, yes. Do not use a computer to harm other people. Okay, don't use your computer to harm somebody. Harming somebody means don't going and physically hitting them. No, you should not harm. That means you should not, with the communication what you do, you should not harm others. Okay, then do not interfere with other people's computer work. This is very important. When somebody is doing some work, it's not only a computer work but other work also. You should never disturb people when they are doing their own work. Understand? In the computer also, you're not supposed to interfere in others' computer work. Okay? If your friend is typing something or your mother or father are working on a system, don't go and interfere in their work. Okay? Then, do not use a computer to steal someone else's information. If someone has kept a photo, or they have put some password or something, or if they have kept some notes or something, or question papers or something, you are not supposed to steal. Okay, you should not steal the information. Then, do not copy or use software for which you have not paid illegally. If you have not paid for anything, please don't download them. Okay, it is an offense. Do not use a computer to give false identity. You all are small kids. Don't just give your name and tell that you are 30 years old or 25-year-old or 19-year-old. Okay, you should never give false identity. You should never give a false identity. Then, do always use a computer in ways that ensure consideration and respect for your fellow friends. Okay, use the computer in good ways. Okay, use the computer in good ways and respect for your fellow friends. So whatever others are doing, you are supposed to respect the other friends also. So children, hope you have understood this topic. Go very well. Okay, I'll just brief up once what all we have read. So you got to know what is an internet, what is a web page, what a web browser is, what is a website, what do you mean by a home page, what is World Wide Web, then search engine, then how do you open a web page on browser, and if at all if you try to open a web page, why doesn't it load exactly, then what are the best practices for online safety, and the other one is responsibilities of a good online citizen. Responsibilities of a good online citizen. So hope children you all have understood better. In the next class we'll be seeing, okay, I'll be sending you the notes also. So until then, take care.